Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. It is July 1st, which means that it is June wrap-up time. I have no idea how many books I read in June. I know my goal was 30, but then I hit a slump towards the end of the month. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so I read 24 books in the month of June. This month's reading was not that good anyway. I honestly feel like my depression kind of contributed to me not liking anything that I was. So I think in total I read 2 5-star books, so those are going to be my top books. I don't think I DNF'd anything. I did not DNF anything this month. So that is good. Oh, you know what? I have 3 5-star books. Okay. So now I need... Okay, so I know my top 2 though. Okay, so editing me is not gonna like me because I'm just gonna put pictures. Okay, so let's end on good notes with my tops. So we'll start with my bottom 2 books. So my bottom 2 books are both 2-star books. I didn't have any 1-star books, and I didn't DNF anything. That's the good news. The 2-star books that I read, the first one is middle grade, called The Girl in the Locked Room by Mary Downing Hahn. It was fine. I'm not the intended audience, and I have just realized that middle grade novels are not for me anymore. I don't get anything out of them. I usually find them generic and kind of boring. They're always 2 or 3-star reads for me, and I just don't want to waste my time on middle grade anymore if I don't enjoy them. Side note though, I do really like middle grade graphic novels, so I might continue to read those, but in general I just don't get anything from reading middle grade. So this was a scary ghost story. I found it not scary, but of course I am a almost 30-year-old woman reading a middle grade, so it's probably my own fault. I just thought it was boring. And then my other one, my other least favorite this month is probably gonna be very controversial and people are gonna like really hate me, and I'm sorry, but I tried to read Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire. She's not for me. Okay. Every Heart a Doorway is a YA fantasy series. Okay. That has great representation in it, and it's about these kids that go to these magical worlds, and when they come back, how it affects their lives. And the introduction, the first book in the series, the introduction focused on Jack and Jill. It was a perfectly fine book. Like, I understand why people are such diehard fans of this series. It just wasn't for me. I'm not a huge fantasy reader anyway, and honestly, I'm just a picky person in general. So it does say that this is YA. To me, it read more like a middle grade, and that was another reason that I didn't like it. So, yeah, those are the ones I didn't love. Now let's get to the good stuff. Well, I had 3 5-star books, but we're only going to talk about my top 2. My top 2... Okay, so my favorite 2 books of the month of June. One is a middle grade. Actually, I think my favorite book of the month is a middle grade. It's a graphic novel, though. And somehow graphic novels in middle grade work better than regular novels. I don't know why, but it works for me. So, we're going to talk about the young adult novel, which is Felix Ever After by Kacen Callender. So this is about Felix Love, who's never been in love, and he's starting to think that he will never find love because he is black, queer, and transgender. And after doing some research, Kacen Callender refers to themselves as they, them. So, when referring to the author, they, them, and they are also black, queer, and transgender, and have the they, them pronouns. So the representation was amazing. But basically, I have read books that are kind of similar to this, but not in the trans world. I've read Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albert Hawley, which was about this boy named Simon who is a closeted gay male, and someone finds out his secret and threatens to tell the world. Now, in Felix Ever After, Felix, someone finds Felix's old pictures of before he was transgender, before, you know, and this person posted these pictures in a gallery in this art class, this photography class that they were taking. It was like not sanctioned by the school. It was just something that someone did because it was a terrible thing to do. So you follow Felix, who is trying to figure out who did this to him. And then Felix finds out who it was. So it's kind of like a revenge story after that. But it was so hard-hitting and light-hearted at the same time. I don't know how that works, but it happened. It was just such an emotional, powerful read, and it will leave you guessing at who put the pictures of Felix up in the gallery. You will suspect every person in that book. I was surprised by who had done it, but it's also more than that. It's more of a coming of age novel. It's Felix finding out who Felix is and learning to love himself and learning that maybe he is worthy of love and maybe he finds a love interest in there somewhere. But I don't love interest is the main point of the book, and I love that. It's a contemporary. It has that love aspect in there, but it's more about him finding himself and learning to love himself, and it was just such a powerful read. I really enjoyed it. And then my favorite book of this month, or of June, was Sheets by Brenda Thumler, which is a middle grade graphic novel about this girl who is struggling to help her dad keep their laundromat business alive after her mom died. So she has very adult responsibilities as a businesswoman and a school girl. She's only like 12 or 13, and it was just super duper cute because these ghosts come to help her save her laundromat business, and it was just adorable. It was a really fun, quick read, and I enjoyed it a lot. I think that is all I have for you on my wrap up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have a very special video month coming out in August, so you'll have to stick around and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single thing that's coming up.